we were eating dinner, and my daughter looked out and saw that it was hailing, and it just kept it was hailing more and more and more, and the hail was getting bigger and bigger and bigger.
All right, guys, that was Nancy Kaufman in Lexington, who said she saw a lot of hail in her yard. Very unexpected, as you might imagine, as that severe thunderstorm brought hail through the Midlands. Good evening, and thank you so much for joining us for News 19 at 11. I'm Kaylin Hagwood. These are images from some more News 19 viewers who say they witnessed hail in the Gilbert, Batesburg, Leesville, and Lexington areas. Goodness, guys, look at this photo. Imagine seeing this after what was a pretty peaceful day for much of the Midlands so far until it started to come down. I want to bring in our Corey Smith on this, who I know has been following it. And Corey, what can you tell us? I mean, what led to all of this to take place?
Yeah, and this is going to be the story of the week ahead, a very summer-like pattern. These are very typical storms for the summertime. Our temperatures got into the middle 80s, and we're expecting temperatures near 90 degrees as we go into the week. But let's start off by looking at the storms that move through. This is around 6 p.m. in Saluda County. There's 178 to the south, 378 to the north, and that's when the storms really started to fire up. And notice that's when we saw some of the hail, some of these pinks in the radar, and underneath that, that's where we had the hail swath. So moving towards Lexington County here, 378, we saw around an inch and a half of hail size. As we go to the south, another storm near I-20 that was also dropping hail. But this storm to the north is where we saw our biggest totals. Just north of Gilbert along 378, reports of 2-inch hail. So that's about the size of a golf ball, and that's enough to cause some damage. You can see some of those pinks there on the map. A little bit later on tonight, 8:19 p.m., another storm in Lexington County was dropping some hail towards South Congaree, and then things started to dissipate a little bit, so getting rid of the hail threat eventually here towards 9:30, and now we're still left with some rain right close to I-26 right here, so near the Congaree where we're seeing some of that rain, but no severe weather expected as we go throughout the rest of the night. Take a look over at Sumter, where thankfully didn't see any too bad weather out that way. Things pretty quiet tonight, partly to mostly cloudy skies right now, 71 degrees. As you go into the night, we can't rule out a stray shower, a low of 63 tomorrow. We are hot though, and that's the beginning of some very warm weather ahead. We'll talk more about that coming up.